you versus the guy she likes. My PlayStation literally sounds like it's about to take off. Like SpaceX is about to have a new rocket launch station inside of my bedroom. Holy crap, they all went upstairs. Except for that guy, poor guy. So you guys probably remember back, I think it was in the Black Ops 4 beta, where the whole devastating score streaks controversy began to happen, where the trailer for Black Ops 4 had this whole feature about how devastating the score streaks were. Yet you called in an attack helicopter and it did like absolutely nothing, and there was this whole meme about devastating score streaks, right? So to combat that, I think Treyarch went out and they actually updated the score streaks. They buffed them, and in their update, one of the actual focal points was that they made the score streaks devastating now, so your attack chopper would actually do something. And to be fair, like the score streaks did get better, definitely better than they were in the beta, except there's a new issue that has arrived with these devastating score streaks. I think in the most recent update, there was actually an increase in score required to earn some of the score streaks. So like originally, the attack helicopter wasn't too difficult to earn, but now it's like 1300 score or something, which in TDM, that's 13 kills if you're not getting any bonuses from your specialist or anything like that. Like I remember back in Call of Duty, an attack helicopter, it was 7 kills. A UAV was 3 kills, and now it's like 5 or 6 sometimes. Freaking static shock over here on the enemy team. Appreciate it. Honestly, what's terrible about the score streaks right now is their inability to survive. Like we went out and had this whole buff, right, that made the score streaks stronger, and we even increased the score to make them more rewarding when we actually got them. So if you worked your way up all the way to an attack helicopter or a strike team, it was worth it. You know, they were going to be devastating, except they can get taken out in like literally 4 seconds. If enemies are rocking FMJ II on something like the Titan, they're a goner. Score streaks stand no chance. I actually saw this clip on Reddit where people were literally shooting down a strike team, which is like what, a 14-point streak, in the matter of like 4 seconds. If I get this kill, oh my gosh, I would have been the best player in the world. That or that guy just would have been really bad. Either way, score streaks right now really are not devastating. Now, I'm not going to say the strike team and the attack helicopter and the sniper's nest and whatever, those aren't the easiest streaks in the world to get, but at the same time, they're not the hardest. Any decent player can probably grab a couple of attack helicopters in a game of hardpoint or domination. But at the same time, little Timmy on the enemy team, playing with 1 thumb and 4 toes on his controller, isn't going to be dropping these streaks consistently. Yet at the same time, if said little Timmy, playing with 1 thumb and 4 toes on his controller, can take out my streaks in the matter of 3 or 4 seconds, something's up. I mean, something's got to change if you ask me. While score streaks definitely do need a counter, and they shouldn't just be this immortal piece of destruction that lasts for 45 seconds to a minute, I don't think necessarily the highest streaks in the game, like the strike team and the attack helicopter, these things that cost, you know, 1300, 1400 score to get, should be taken out in less than 5 seconds. Like honestly, those of you guys who are rocking like the rocket launcher to shoot down streaks, you're just wasting your time at this point. It takes 3 rockets to shoot down an attack helicopter or a sniper's nest. That's with the flares, and those are shooting at you. If you rock a cold-blooded Titan with FMJ II on it, you got 4 seconds to shoot down a streak before it's gone if you're hitting all your shots, and you don't have to worry about flares. It doesn't take as long to reload rockets or anything like that. It's just a more efficient way to shoot down streaks, honestly. And while it is an effective way to combat it, at what point is it too strong? Like I said, streaks shouldn't be immortal by any means, but at the same time, they should also be able to do something if they're these quote-unquote devastating. Hello? Dude, what are you doing? Is there some like secret Easter egg in here? Is this like, is the little girl from Monsters Inc. hiding in here or something? Like what's going on? On a serious note though, if these streaks are so devastating, why can they be taken out in, you know, 4 seconds with an attachment that doesn't take any skill to acquire at all? Someone's excited. Like all I'm saying is that if I spend, you know, a solid minute and a half building up a streak and earning myself an attack helicopter or a sniper's nest or a strike team or whatever else it might be, and I call it in, and in 4 seconds it's being taken out by a kid who's using an FMJ II Titan, which is a default class, by the way. Literally everybody in the game has access to this ability to shoot down a streak in 4 seconds. That's just wrong, man. If I spend all that time building up a nice streak and then it gets taken down right away, what's the point of even using streaks? You know what I'm saying? If someone can take out a UAV with a rocket launcher in the same time they can take down an attack helicopter with an FMJ II Titan, something's up, man. That's just not right. Also, that's not right. I feel like I deserve that kill. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the best way is to fix this issue. Either way you go about it, someone's going to be upset. If you alter FMJ II so that it doesn't necessarily do as much damage to enemies' streaks, someone's going to be angry. They're going to say, well, you just ruined FMJ II. There's no point in running this attachment anymore. At the same time, if you run around with an FMJ II Titan and take down streaks in 4 seconds, those people getting those streaks are not going to be happy. Let's say you buff the overall health that ScOrEsTrEaKs have. Well, then you're going to have the players that say, well, now ScOrEsTrEaKs are too overpowered. It takes half an hour to shoot down an attack helicopter. I'm not exactly sure what the perfect balance or dead set medium is here, but if you look at streaks like the Sniper's Nest or the Attack Chopper or the Thresher or Strike Team, whatever it may be, these are bare minimum, 1,000 point streaks. That's a 10 kill streak if you're going off of just a 100-point score in something like TDM with no extra bonuses included. That's a 10 kill streak that can be eliminated in 4 seconds, so what's the point, Overall, I don't really know what the best solution is here, to be honest with you. Either way, you're gonna have some side that's angry and upset that you changed something. Thank you for that drone squad. Am I on a 10 right now? Ooh, I like that. Ooh, there we go. Give me some of that strike team action. Also, whose idea was it to make triangle the button that calls in streaks? I do not agree with this nonsense. Oh, there goes that streak. I don't agree with that nonsense either, if you're asking. On the real though, I can't count the amount of times that I've tried to call in my UAV or something and I accidentally pull out my fist so then an enemy shoots me and I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs looking like a moron. Oh my gosh, strike team, go in. Like, see, here's the thing. Honestly, when you call in a strike team, it's a gamble. If it makes it to the map, oh, it's a gamble that pays off. If it don't make it to the map, though, you just wasted 1,400 score trying to gather up a nice streak for something that gets shot down instantly. Like, FMJ II Titans, they're not something you see in every single lobby, but there are a very select amount of players that do know about how strong it is and how lethal it is against ScOrEsTrEaKs, and they're going to utilize it to the best of their ability. I mean, honestly, maybe the best way to combat it is to just take FMJ I and FMJ II away from the default Titan class. I mean, that's a class that's literally at the hands of every single player who plays Call of Duty Black Ops 4 online. It's a default class, so literally anybody can change to it at any time. If they hear enemy attack helicopter incoming, enemy strike team incoming, you can just change to that class, take out the streaks instantly, and then go back to your other class. However, if they take that away from the default class, perhaps you'd actually have to make a dedicated class setup to it, which maybe not as many people would be interested in doing. I mean, obviously, if you had to sacrifice one whole created class spot and some created class pick 10 points into just making an FMJ I and FMJ II Titan, I feel like that sort of deters players from necessarily doing that. Obviously, it might be a little bit of a shutdown to that method. But if you have that default class that has FMJ I and FMJ II just readily available at the hands of every single player in the game, of course, it's not going to be any bother for anyone to switch a class for 4 seconds and shoot down a streak in another 4 seconds, and boom, there you go. You're right back to your other class without worry. Oh, boy. Wow, I'm glad you went first, teammate. Thanks for taking one for the team, my dude. Where the hell did you just come from? What was that? I don't know. You guys might have some better ideas than me. That's just me thinking off the top of the head on what could potentially be a better fix to FMJ I and FMJ II shooting down ScOrEsTrEaKs in 3 or 4 seconds. Honestly, all I'm wanting out of this situation is for my attack helicopters and strike teams to actually do some damage and, be those devastating ScOrEsTrEaKs. Like you guys saw, my strike team was going off on that militia matchup because it actually made it to the map, But at the same time, if I just spent 1,400 score going for a streak that gets shot down in 2 seconds, that ain't devastating at all. So it's sort of like a gamble. If it makes it to the map, sure, it'll be great. If it don't make it to the map, though, you're kind of out of luck. That was scary. Another strike team up in here. I'm telling you, boys, repeater on the ABR. It's the new wave. This thing is nasty. Basically makes the ABR a full auto weapon. Oh, I see that trip mine. I ain't walking up in there. Normally, I don't see those. This time I did, and it paid off. Gotta go. I highly doubt he's gonna chase me because that barricade's there, but let's just not try and find out what happens. Is he still there? Teammate, you just gave up on that kill, my dude. What happened there? I trusted in you, man. Never again. My teammate straight up started shooting at that guy and then decided, no, it wasn't worth his time. Yeah, glad I wasn't running any faster than I was. Wow, got lucky on that one. Don't go in there, teammate. Wow, you survived that. Okay, well, I tried to warn you. Granted, you couldn't hear me, so my warning was kind of, not worth it. But hey, you survived it. It's like I did my job. I'll take full credit for that. Woo, look at that repeater going off. Another drone squad, too. Oh, this could have been the match. They're all coming up in here. Let's go. Ooh. Doing them dirty up in here. Is there there's an enemy right here. Get out of here. What do you think you're doing? I'm not gonna lie. ScOrEsTrEaKs that game feeling pretty devastating.